walk up the hill to beautiful Weatherford Hall. It's not far from legendary Gill Coliseum, where the Oregon State Beavers host the UC Irvine Anteaters out of the Big West Conference in the ASICS Invitational. And hi, everybody. I'm Rich Burke on side here at legendary Gill Coliseum. The Beavers have brought their record to 500 at 3-3 with a dominant sweep last night over Montana State. UC Irvine has dropped 3 in a row, and they were swept here in Corvallis by UNLV yesterday. Their record stands at 3-4. The Beavers hit 400 last night, led by senior outside hitter Lauren Rummel. She took a match-high 35 swings and hit 457. The Bobcats simply couldn't stop her. She also had 8 digs, a block, an assist, and 3 service aces, including this one here, all coming in a 6-0 run in the first set. I said she was big at the net. You're about to see a block. Here she comes. She and her teammates at the service line kept the pressure on. Montana State was rarely able to get into their offense. Another kill for Rummel, one of her 19 in yesterday's match. UC Irvine, meanwhile, hit just 0-53 in their 3-set loss to UNLV. They did have a breakout match from Madison Triplett, the sophomore transfer from UCSB, a season-high 9 kills, hit 227. That was good enough to lead the team. Lakeside, California, native, a little northeast of San Diego in her first year with the Anteaters. Her head coach is Ashley Hain in her 10th year at her alma mater. Played at UCI 2001 to 2004, a starting setter and the team captain for back-to-back national tournament teams as a junior and a senior. That was the last 2 times that UC Irvine made the NCAA tournament. This is the 6th all-time meeting between these two. Oregon State leads the all-time series 3-2. Last meeting came in 2019 at the Oregon Classic. A 3-0 Oregon State sweep. And Alondra Paz, a sophomore from Woodburn, Oregon, defensive specialist, very good server. We'll start things off here. Beavers' second match in the tournament. They're hosting the ASICS Invitational. Duffy got dug by Matias. Shum with the set. Swing by Hester. She got dug by Feliciano. There's a swing by the Oregonian Lillian Lansing. Rum got dug by McDonald. Duffy dug by Shum. Long rally to begin this one. Pushed to the floor by Lauren Rummel. As she showed so often yesterday, she has such great court vision. There's Lindsay Bohonic, her 3rd year as head coach. Came over from Pitt, where she had been there for 10 years as an assistant for that fantastic program. She played her college volleyball in Irvine, not for the Anteaters, but for Concordia University. Feliciano dialing up the middle blocker, Elizabeth Miller, and she has the first kill for UC Irvine. Anteaters yesterday fell to UNLV. Rebels winning 25-13, 25-22, 25-15. So the Beavers didn't lose a set yesterday. They won all 3. Only one was close. Anteaters lost all 3 sets. Only one was close. Rummel with her second kill. And the Beavers are up 2-1. Here's Cheyenne Green for Oregon State. Green didn't play in yesterday's match. True freshman from Pleasant Hill, Oregon. This is her 9th set. Getting in there at middle blocker in place of Natalie Scholes to begin this one. Want to see what she can do. Campbell Jensen, the libero. Duffy going for high hands and didn't get them. A little bit too high. Above the treetops. And Oregon State with a 3-1 lead. There is Cheyenne Green. Played at Pleasant Hill High School. 4 kills this year coming into this one. Couple of service aces as well. Good pass that time by Duffy. Back row attack by McDonald. Matias to Hester. Off the block, covered up by Duffy. Feliciano, back set. Lansing going with the wrist away. And she got the touch at the net. Looking to push it into the arm of the blocker. Well done. And a side out for UC Irvine. Yesterday, the Beavers' side-out percentage was very good. It was 74%. Anteaters just 48%. He was looking for that first ball side out. It's Annika Hester who gets it done off the block. Hester tools the block for her first kill. Annika, the graduate student in her second year with Oregon State out of the University of San Diego. Had 9 kills yesterday. Strong blocking week last week at the Boise State tournament. Averaged 1.4 blocks per set. He was using a 6-2. And Emma Lilo in to serve and set. And Kayla Gabriel in at opposites. Good pass by Duffy. Back set on the slide. The swing by Allie Bolden. She got dug by Shum. Set by Paz. Gabriel, her first swing. We had a net violation against Kendra Duffy. And the Beavers have an early 5-2 lead. There's Kayla Gabriel. Great recruit for Lindsey Bahanic, true freshman from San Diego, Westview High School. Had 6 kills yesterday. A couple of attack errors and 13 swings. Hit .308. Pass on the dime and the dump for Feliciano. Averages about half a kill a set. Been limited a little bit by a back injury. She and Angeline Lutri will be sharing setting duties today. Setters love that, don't they? And now Madison Triplett will come in and serve, and playing a DS role, but got a chance to swing it yesterday. Had a team-high 9 kills. And finding the floor, Alana Mars off that very low set. Very quick from Emma Lilo. He was using a double libero system. And Yasmin Narlioglu checks out. Tia Shum checks back in. Rummel's serve. What an excellent pass by Campbell Jensen. Pushed toward the back line by McDonald. Bump set by Shum. Swing by Cormier, and she goes wide. Attack error for Miley Cormier. She didn't have one of those yesterday. She had 10 kills and hit .417. The true freshman from the Magdalen Islands of Quebec. Has played for Canada's National Experience Program. Good pass by Narlioglu. That was Lana Mars. She got dug nicely. Lunging dig effort by Gabriel. Couldn't get it done. And point UC Irvine. And it is 6-5 Oregon State. And Bolden comes out. Izzy Romero will come in and serve and play some defense for UC Irvine. Romero, true freshman from Fremont, California, Archbishop Mitty High School. Sends it away, going after Narlioglu, whose pass is on the money. Combo play. Excellent work at the net. Again, second try. Miley Cormier this time tools the block. Elizabeth Miller up on the block on that one. Tia Shum will serve for Oregon State. Graduate student, transfer from East Carolina University. Good pass that time. The set was tied to the net. And UC Irvine, net violation. That was against Kendra McDonald. And an 8-5 Oregon State lead. Beavers have won 9 consecutive sets, 3 straight sweeps. Second time they've done that in the Lindsey Bahanic era. Sent over by Elizabeth Miller. Back set to Gabriel. Dug by Jensen off the soft block. Feliciano. What a nice lunging play by McDonald. Feliciano going for it. Blocked by, no, it was out of bounds. And Feliciano coming up with a kill. She can set, she can swing it. From the right pin, right-handed. That set had to cross her body. More challenging to do with the right arm from the right side. But she did well, and now she will serve it away. Good pass by Rummel. Lilo going for Cheyenne Green. Lunging play by McDonald. Back row attack. Going for the back line and went long. Madison Triplett. Triplett yesterday. 9 kills at 227. 9-6 Oregon State. Matthias and Hester check back in. Lilo and Gabriel check out in the Oregon State 6-2. And Matthias will serve. The University of Hawaii transfer. Been here since winter term. Great leadership qualities. Excellent digging setter as well. Feliciano going to Miller. Good court vision. She knew where the open floor was, didn't she? Elizabeth Miller. Miller and Allie Bolden both joined the Anteaters in 2022, but didn't see action until this year because they were loaded at middle blocker. And now, each in their fourth year, they're finally getting a chance with the graduation of Fury Island, Ella Gardner, Sawana Laea. Lunging dig efforts by McDonald. Couldn't get it done. And Cheyenne Green comes up with her first kill. She had 4 kills and 8 sets played coming into this one. Green getting a chance at middle blocker in place of Natalie Scholes. I imagine that Scholes will start tomorrow against UNLV. Lindsey Bohonic wanted to see what the 6'1" true freshman Green can do. So far, so good. Good pass by McDonald. It's Kendra Duffy high in the air. Sends it straight to the floor. Good pass. Good set. Good swing. 10-8 Oregon State. Kendra Duffy averaging 2.65 kills per set. That's tops on the squad. The libero Campbell Jensen. Good pass. Matthias going to Green. Lunging dig by Feliciano. Swing by Lansing. Off the block and down. Oregon State with their first block of the match. First for the team. Beavers yesterday outblocked Montana State 9-1. Block solo by Cheyenne Green, and then she served it away. Overhand dig by Matthias. Kept alive by a Rummel. The swing by Hester. Dug by Napoleon. Jensen the set. Here comes Lily Lansing, the Oregonian. Dug by Matthias. Bump set by Shum. Swing by Hester again. Going high hands. Got the touch. Anya Hester. She's got 2 kills, matching Lauren Rummel and Kayla Gabriel for the team high. The Beavers with a 12-8 lead. And Green will serve it again. Just had her first block solo of her career, and now she has herself an ace, the 3rd of her career. 13-8 Beavers. Fire up the chainsaw. The football 3rd down chainsaw that they use on aces here at Gill Coliseum in volleyball. Timeout taken by Ashley Hayne and UC Irvine. 13-8. Oregon State is leading it. Lindsey Bohonic's squad looking to win their 10th consecutive set, and they have a 13-8 lead over UC Irvine. Yeah, Beavs have opened up a 13-8 lead. Those people are enjoying that. And Cheyenne Green will serve again. Playing in her 9th set. Beavers' 20th set of the year. Lily Lansing rolls one over, going for the back line, and went long. 14-8 Oregon State. Lillian Lansing, the true freshman from Portland and Jesuit High School, took a gap year last year. Had the attack error there, and now Green, fellow Oregonian, will serve for Oregon State. Let's go Beaver chant begins. Overpass by Duffy. Mars tried to put it down. Duffy again into the block. Jensen there. Back row attack McDonald. And she goes long. Attack error for Kendra McDonald. That's her first. 15-8 Oregon State. Beavers on a 5-0 run. 4 with Cheyenne Green at the service line. They had 7 runs of 4 points or better yesterday in the sweep of Montana State. Off speed. Paz was there. Back set by Matthias. Hester gets rejected. Bolden and Duffy. First block for the Anteaters. And comes at a time when they really needed it. 15-9 Oregon State. And now Lansing will serve. Imagine friends and family are here for Lily Lansing, the Portland native. Oh, sent over nicely by Matthias. Matthias the dig. one went on the outside of the antenna. And so 16-9 Oregon State. Gabriel and Lilo check in the Beavers 6-2. Matias and Hester come out. And Emma Lilo will serve. Little Hawaii native, went to Kamehameha Kapalama High School, helped them to a Hawaii State title on the all-tournament team, graduated with honors. And we got a challenge issued by UC Irvine. They are challenging whether or not the ball was in or out. And Miley Jukes, the down official, will check things out. By the way, yesterday, Paula Martin, the up official, had to be tended to by medical personnel. She walked off under her own power, did go to the hospital. The word is, had tests done, and that she appears to be fine. Could have been a case of dehydration. We certainly wish the best to one of the great officials in college volleyball. Point stays with Oregon State. Call confirmed. We certainly wish the best for Paula Martin and look forward to seeing her at an event again soon. 16-9 OSU. Number 9, Emma Lilo will serve it away. Feliciano on the front slide, and we had a net violation against Bolden on the slide. And so 17-9. And she took the swing and hit the tape. It's an ace for Emma Lilo. That's the Beavers' second ace of the match. And for Lilo, her first of the year. She had 31 service aces last year against just 37 service errors. She has number 1 this year. Things have come full circle. I covered her father in football years ago when we were both students at Pacific University. D3 school, then NAIA in Forest Grove, Oregon. Duffy gets rejected. Alana Mars and Kayla Gabriel. And Lilo will serve again. Beavers have their second block of the match. Timeout, UC Irvine. Beavers on another run. 3-0 run this time, and they lead it 19-9. Kendra McDonald talking with Ashley Hain, and Anteaters will do some figuring. They trail it by 10 here in the first. WCC preseason team, Annika Hester, averaging just over 2 kills, 1 block per set. Lauren Rummel tops in the conference, 4.37 kills per set, only appears to be going up. Averaged more than 6 per set yesterday, and hitting 288. Beavers on a 9-1 run. They are hitting 318. UC Irvine, 7 kills, 8 attack errors. They're hitting negative 036. Kendra Duffy rolls it over. Rummel was there. Lilo teeing up Gabriel. That big left arm of hers. She got dug by Lansing. And going for the over-the-head dump, Feliciano. Gabriel off speed this time. Judson was there. Here's Duffy again, pushing it toward Lilo. And some miscommunication there results in a free ball for UC Irvine. Feliciano with options. Back row attack by McDonald. And Shum upsetting herself, unable to dig it. And side out Anteaters, 19-10. Oregon State. Madison Triplett checks in. Kendra Duffy comes out. Triplett will serve. Went to El Capitan High School in Lakeside, California. The Vaqueros, Grossmont League MVP a couple of times. Lakeside, about 20 miles northeast of downtown San Diego. High in the air went Rummel from the right pinch. She can play all across the net. Spent some time at middle blocker last year. Lunging play by Gabriel. Sent over by Mars. Sent back at you by Lauren Rummel. Side out Oregon State in a 2010 lead.
Oregon State substitution for number 10, Reagan Shields.
And Reagan Shields checks in for Oregon State. Redshirt freshman from Ladera Ranch, California, playing in her 8th set. Didn't play yesterday. On the slide, Allie Bolden. Good work off one foot. Bolden finally getting a chance to play. Been with the Anteaters now for 4 years. And for she and Elizabeth Miller, again, their first action with the departure of 3 middle blockers after last year. Isabel Romero will serve, the true freshman from Fremont, California. They get Shields with the pass. Shields punches it over. Dug by Lansing. McDonald off the soft block. Rummel there. Mars with the set. Swing by Shields. Dug by Triplett. Back set by Feliciano. Big swing there by Lansing. And the joust is won by Mars. 21-11 OSU. Alana Mars came in the spring, so a true freshman, but she's had some experience in this gym, some spring matches. Providing a presence at the net, she and Natalie Scholes, unlike any since Lindsey Bohannock arrived. You can throw Cheyenne Green in there as well. Got some size. They want to out-middle everyone, as she puts it. And Regan Shields with her first kill. That's the third of her Oregon State career. She was injured last year. And finally getting a chance to get in there this year. A couple of years ago, among California high school players at D1 and D2, 10th in the state in kills. This time Miller off the slide, sent back at you by Green. Miller again. Gabriel went for the pancake, couldn't get it. Couple of off speeds. Elizabeth Miller averaging just under 1 kill per set. Was named to the Village Christian School all-time team, part of the state championship team as a freshman in 2018. Elizabeth Miller. Now Nicole Feliciano, the Laguna Niguel, California native, Aliso Niguel High School. He was a little out of system still to Gabriel, and she gets rejected by Miller and McDonald. Anteaters second block, matching Oregon State. Timeout taken by the Beavs. Lindsey Bohannock wants to talk about things. The set comfortably in hand at 22-13, but Bohannock wanting to clean some things up. We'll take a timeout. Be back at the first set here at Gill Coliseum in Corvallis. 22-13, the Beavs lead it. UC Irvine, like Montana State yesterday, having a bit of difficulty getting into their offense. Oregon State's pressure at the service line preventing them from doing so. And Nicole Feliciano, the setter, her third-year starter, is both setter and attacker. Last year, 8.5 assists per set. So far this year, 6.6. Back row attack by Rummel, and she puts it down. Rummel the pipe. Leaves 2 points away from taking this first set. Gabriel and Lilo out. Hester and Matias in. Jackie Matias will serve. Feliciano going to Miller, dug by Matias, bump set by Shump. Here comes Hester tooling the block. Set point Beavs. Annika Hester. An improved all-around game. Already, according to Bohannock, one of the best arms in the country. Now, she can serve it if necessary, though she hasn't done that much this year. She can play defense, can play back row on a 5-1. And he was trying to stave it off for the moment. McDonald got dug by Matias. There goes Hester off speed. McDonald was there. Miller pushing it over. Matias was there. Bump set by Shump. Here comes Regan Shields. Dug by Triplett. That was Lansing on the swing. Here comes Hester. She got dug by Triplett. Bump set by Jensen. Swing by Jensen. Rather by Lansing. And she got rejected by Hester and Green. Beavers win at 25-13. Another dominant set victory, as they did in 2 of the 3 sets yesterday. Annika Hester getting her arm on that. Hester averaging .78 digs per set, 1 block per set. And the Beavers with a 25-13 first set win. Beavers at 289 in the first set, and UC Irvine 0-23. They had 10 kills, 9 attack errors. Beavers outdug them 23-20, outblocked them 3-2. Beavers with 2 service aces, UC Irvine with none. Annika Hester, first team All-WCC last year, All-WCC preseason this year, and in the first set she had 3 kills in 9 swings, 1 attack error. Also had the block that ended the set. Great to have her back as a graduate student, a Falmouth, Maine native, 3-time Maine Gatorade Player of the Year in high school. Falmouth High School, 2018, 2019, and 2020. First team Under Armour All-American in 2020. Both of Hester's parents played professional basketball. Mom Louise in Sweden and Denmark, and Dad Matt in Denmark. Getting ready to start the second set here. UC Irvine hopes for better. They got fairly well dominated yesterday. They lost the first set yesterday 25-13. The second set, UNLV won 25-22, and then the third set 25-15. Nicole Feliciano gone almost every point at setter in this one. It's Rummel. Feliciano, the back set. Lansing, dug by Shum. Bump set Narlioglu. And miscommunication between Paz and Rummel. And the Anteaters get the first point of the second set. Beavers had a couple of fairly long runs in that first set en route to the 25-13 win. We'll see how the Anteaters can respond. Beavers out of system. Rummel puts it down. So the overdig put down by Lauren Rummel. Beavers even up at 1 apiece. Cheyenne Green will go back and serve. Rummel now with 4 kills. And it's an ace for Green. That's her second. She had 2 in 8 sets played coming into this match. 6'1" freshman from Pleasant Hill, Oregon. So 4 service aces this year now. And too strong on that one. Kendra McDonald, a senior from San Jose on Archbishop Mitty High School, will serve. Last year as a junior, played in 81 sets, 2.41 kills per set. Had a 20-kill match at CSUN. Played in about 2/3 of the sets last year after playing at about 1/3 as a freshman and sophomore. She's played in every set this year as a senior. And her serve goes wide. The two teams trade service errors. 3-2 Beavs. Lilo and Gabriel in. Matthias and Hester out. Beavers 6-2 offense. There's Emma Lilo. Last year's a true freshman. Played in all 110 sets. Duffy high in the air. Hard angle attack. And Shum couldn't dig it. Kendra Duffy with her second kill against 3 attack errors and 10 swings. 3-3 here in the early going. Campbell Jensen, the libero for UC Irvine, been bothered by a bit of a sore back. Wasn't at her best yesterday. Mars putting it down. Alana Mars. Freshman from Ellensburg, Washington, 6'4". Her brother Gavin, 7 feet tall, plays for Oregon State's basketball team under Wayne Tinkle. Been a role player in 28 games played in his first couple of years, a junior this year. Both parents, athletes at NAIA Tabor College in Kansas. Dad, he played football. Mom, Kara, played basketball. Duffy rolls one over. Cormier was there. Cormier pushing it toward the back line. McDonald was there. Shum. Lilo checked her options and went to Mars on the quick. And Mars with a kill. Well, Mars now with 4 kills and 7 swings. In fact, looking at it again, 3 kills and 7 swings, hitting .429. First team All-State in volleyball in Washington last year. Also played basketball, 2-time state champ there. Pass tight to the net, and too tight as it turns out. 6-3 Oregon State. Beavs on a 3-0 run. Rummel will serve again. Told you yesterday, last year, she served 16 points in a 17-0 run to close out a match. Bottom dropped out of that one. Anteaters out of system. Duffy. Dug by Shum. Lilo. Back row attack by Rummel. Went off speed. Lansing was there. Feliciano teeing up Lily Lansing, who tools the block. Lansing, the Oregonian from Jesuit High School in Portland. Player of the Year in the prestigious Metro League last year. Got just 2 hands in front of her and found a seam. Lansing was the MVP of that league, MVP of the state tournament as Jesuit beat Oregon City. That is an absolute laser out of the back row by Lauren Rummel. What a heavy right arm she has. And she can get even higher than that. There were a couple last night that I felt like she should have been wearing a cape. 7-4 Oregon State. Tia Shum, tough at the service line. That left hand. Jensen going to Duffy. Off the block, covered up by Duffy. Pushed over by Feliciano. Lilo teeing up Gabriel. Big left arm. Lansing trying to dig it. Kept alive by McDonald for the moment. And then it bonks off the head of Madison Triplett over on the bench. 8-4 Oregon State. Headers work if you get it over the net and if you happen to be one of the players on the floor at that time. Unfortunately, it did not, and she was not. Feliciano on the back set. Lansing out of the back row. Dug by Lilo. Bump set, Shum. Gabriel using the block. Kayla Gabriel. Gabriel, Green, Mars, all excellent freshmen getting in the action for Oregon State. And we haven't even heard a lot from somebody who might be their best freshman, Miley Cormier, who has 1 kill. Timeout, UC Irvine. 9-4 Beavs, looking to go up 2-0 here in Corvallis. Beavers on a 3-0 run. Kayla Gabriel saw a big swing she took just prior to the timeout. 4 kills, 1 block. She came in, averaging 1.85 kills per set, playing in about 2/3 of the sets. But she played in every set yesterday and has been out there for both so far today. Good pass by Jensen. Feliciano goes for the dump and gets it done. Nicole Feliciano, crafty, her second dump. One-time MVP of the prestigious South Coast League. Aliso Niguel High School, played club at T Street. Now right across town at UC Irvine. Cheyenne Green, one-hand dig effort by Triplett. Couldn't get it done. And another kill for Green. That's Green's second kill to go along with a couple of service aces. Also 2 blocks. Jackie Matias will serve. That was McDonald. Rummel with the dig. They're set by Shum. Free ball coming. Here we go. On the slide. Golden got dug by Matias. Hester well off the net. Lunging dig by Triplett. The set by Lansing. Out of the back row, rolling it over the front line, Kendra McDonald. Second McDonald sister to play volleyball for UC Irvine. Carissa McDonald played there 2019 to 2022. They were teammates for 1 year, 3 years ago. McDonald coming up with her first kill. In fact, number 2 for her, 10-6 now. Good pass, a combo play. Hester with her left hand. Finding some open floor. 11-6 OSU.
Oregon State substitution for Miley Cormier.
Cormier out. Alondra Paz comes in to serve and play some defense for Oregon State. Right over the top of the tape. Feliciano went for it again. Bumps at Shum. Shum by Rummel. That time it was Green. Hester. Off the block and down. Oh, I got it. You take it. 12-6 Oregon State. And we're going to get some perspiration off the floor so that players don't slip. This is the ASICS Invitational. Earlier today, UNLV swept Montana State. 25-21, 25-23, 25-18. Tomorrow, Montana State will take on UC Irvine. The Beavs at 3 o'clock will take on UNLV. It's Miller. And she gets rejected. Cheyenne Green, her third block. Along with a couple of kills and a couple of service aces. And Paz will serve again. Gives them another run. This time 3-0, deleted by 7. Feliciano going to McDonald, who goes with the wrist away to get the side out for UC Irvine. Big smile on Kendra's face afterward. Told your sister Carissa played volleyball for UC Irvine. Her father Matt played basketball at UC Riverside. Now Feliciano, junior setter, will serve. Darleo's pass tight to the net. Rummel got dug by Triplett, right on the money, and Oregon State reached over the net. It was Rummel that reached over the net. Back-to-back points for the Anteaters. Beavers siding out at 85%, but not that time. Lindsey Bohonic asking Lauren Rummel if she touched it, and getting the word no. And so Bohonic issuing a challenge. First time the Beavers have issued a challenge. UC Irvine had one denied. Yeah, Bohonic asked Rummel, did you touch it? And Rummel said no. So they will take a look. Miley jukes the down official. From net cam, can we see? Coming up here. Yeah, didn't look like it. Referees do have some angles that we don't. I get the opportunity during the winter to call some professional volleyball for the new League One volleyball. 6 teams in the Midwest. Teams in Salt Lake, Omaha, Austin, Houston, Atlanta, Madison. 10 of the 13 U.S. Olympians in the last 2 quadrennials played in League One volleyball, including the great Annie Drew Schumacher for Madison. But one of the things they do in League One volleyball is they have a Hawkeye system with 40 cameras set up, as they do for many international volleyball matches, and the replays come quickly. Because of that, you're allowed 2 challenges per set, because you get the answer right away. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist at the college volleyball level, so they take a little bit longer. So the call was that Lauren Rummel reached over the net. The
but she claims that she didn't touch it. I've looked at it again here. Not there. It's coming up here. Yeah, if she didn't touch it, there's not enough evidence to prove that because the call stands. So it is 13-8 UC Irvine. Rare back-to-back points for the Anteaters. And Feliciano with Paz and Narlioglu in serve receive. Narlioglu, the libero that's best at passing. Shum, the one that's best at digging. There's Hester looking for the side out, and she got it with a thunderous kill. Annika Hester's 6th kill, 14-8 Oregon State. Talk about a heavy arm, huh? Now hitting 385. Cheyenne Green. Anteaters out of system. Lansing trying to better the ball, but she hit it into the antenna. Point Oregon State. 15-8 Beavs. So the freshman middle blocker, Cheyenne Green, also excellent at the service line. And she has another ace. That is her third of the match. More service aces in this match than she had the rest of the season combined coming into this one. This is the third weekend for Oregon State. Timeout taken by UC Irvine. 16-8, the Beavs lead it. Beavs on another run. This time 3-0. Beavs won set 1, 25-13. They lead set 2, 16-8. Time. Beavers on a 13-5 run since a 3-3 second set tie. They lead 16-8. Earlier today in the WCC, Gonzaga split a pair in Indianapolis. They lost 3-1 to Northern Illinois, and then they won 3-1 over IU Indy. Seattle U knocked off Austin P 3-2. The newcomers to the conference picked dead last after being 6-10 in the WAC last year. They are now 6-2 this season. Oklahoma beat St. Mary's 3-1. Washington State swept Harvard. Green, very nearly another ace. It's Rummel using the block. Sent back over. Longer rally here. And Mars sends it down. Alana Mars. Five kills for her. Hester 6, Rummel and Mars 5 each, Gabriel 4, Green 2, along with 3 service aces. She'll send it away again. She's served them 3 points on a 4-0 run so far. Feliciano going to McDonald. Lunging play by Hester, kept alive by Rummel. Free ball coming for Feliciano. What can she do here? She can go anywhere. She goes outside to Lansing. Got dug nicely. Sent back over by Hester. Good work to keep that ball alive at the pinball machine. Back row attack by Triplett. Flying out of the pipe. Madison Triplett. Her first kill after having 9 yesterday. Side out UC Irvine. Triplett comes out. McDonald serve. Matias to the middle. The quick. So Alana Mars. Now she's matched Hester for the team high in kills. 6 kills, 9 swings without an attack error. Beavers able to run their offense, get their middles involved. Anteaters not so much. But first contact after the serve, the pass, if it's in the right spot where the setter is, close to the net. You could have up to 4 different options. Not this time. They're out of system. Duffy dug easily by Shum. Lilo back set. Gabriel puts it down. So there again, UC Irvine, that pass well off the net, and they just have to send it outside. The Beavers know it's coming. It's like a football team with no passing game. You can just focus on the run, stuff them in the box. Service error for Emma Lilo. 19-10 Oregon State. Campbell Jensen, the libero, senior in her 4th year, will serve. Burbank, California native. 3 sports at Village Christian School: volleyball, beach volleyball, softball. Was their student athlete of the year in 2022. And that's put down by Lansing. Back-to-back points for the Anteaters. 19-11 Oregon State. Beavers out of system here, but still Gabriel with the left hand. Excellent work by Feliciano, but the back row attack by McDonald down into the net. Side out Oregon State. They're now siding out at 80%. Miley Cormier checks back in for Oregon State. Cormier going to play on the left side. That's outside to Duffy. Kept alive nicely on a foot volley. Going to replay it. Good pass that time. Wrist away by Lansing, goes wide. Only in Lansing. Attack error. Oregonian, true freshman from Portland. 21-11 Oregon State. Rummel will serve again. Feliciano on the quick, intended for Bolden, but Oregon State read it well. Alana Mars. Beavers with 5 blocks in this one. Mars with her second. Block solo for Alana Mars. That's her 7th this year. Beavers there at the net again. This time Lansing, dug by Lilo, Shum, Rummel. Options for Feliciano, going outside to Duffy, finds a hole in the block, and that's 4 hits. It's a lift for Oregon State, in fact. Duffy finding a hole in that block. 22-12 OSU. Lily Lansing, a club teammate of Oregon State's Alondra Paz. Played for Athena. Marlioglu, the Turkish libero. Excellent coverage by Lilo there. Cormier, second swing of the rally. This time gets it done. It's a couple of times that she has consecutive swings in the same rally for the point. He was leading at 23-12. Another dominant set. They win the first one 25-13. Yesterday, Oregon State won the first two 25-14, 25-12, and the third was 25-21. Duffy puts it down. 23-13. Triplet replaces Duffy, comes in to serve for the Anteaters. The other libero in for Oregon State. Marlioglu coming in for Shum. Marlioglu, Rummel, and Cormier in serve receive. It's Rummel, excellent pass, back set. Gabriel puts it down. That quick pass, not a lot of arc to it. It got to Lilo quickly. The back set, again, got to Gabriel quickly. Defense has difficulty consolidating on that one. And Gabriel capitalizes. She, Mars, and Hester each with 6 kills. Rummel with 5. It is set point for the Beavs. Looking to win another one, 25-13. Matias sends it away. Back row attack by Triplet. Went for the hands. Didn't get him. Beavers won it. Second consecutive set. 25-13. It has been all Oregon State. They are out hitting UC Irvine. Anteaters hitting 041. The Beavers hitting 369. Beavers siding out 82%. 25-13, Oregon State each of the first two sets. They dominated the first two sets yesterday as well before winning the third 25-21 over Montana State. They'll look to keep the pressure on UC Irvine. Beavers will open up WCC play in 13 days at home against St. Mary's. Lindsey Bohannik's team has many more weapons this year, and I would bet that the West Coast Conference is taking notice as to what they're seeing. Beavers have now won 11 consecutive sets, and they lead 2-0 over UC Irvine. They'll look to close it out in the third when we come back after this on ESPN+. Beavers hitting .391 through two sets. UC Irvine just .040. Beavers are outdoing the Anteaters in every category. Alana Marr is one of three Oregon State Beavers with 6 kills, along with Annika Hester and Kayla Gabriel. Mars and Gabriel both are true freshmen. Lauren Rummel with 5 kills. Top attacker for UC Irvine is Nicole Feliciano, their setter, with 4 kills, hitting .571 without an attack error in 7 swings. Kendra Duffy hitting .056, Kendra McDonald .071. Green went for the overpass and didn't get over the net. Not happy with herself for that. Maybe a little tentative there. She'll learn something from that. Campbell Jensen, the libero, with the serve. Oh, great work by Rummel to keep that ball alive. On the slide. And there is Lily Lansing, the freshman for UC Irvine. Local product from Portland. Two nothing Anteaters. Hester off the block. Sent over by Green. Dug by Jensen. There's another kill for Duffy. That's her 5th kill of the match. 3-0 UC Irvine. Took the Beavers a little bit to get into the third set yesterday after they had dominated the first two. Ended up winning the third set 25-21. There's Cheyenne Green. Lansing off the block, covered up by Feliciano. Duffy goes off speed. Sent over by Matias. Feliciano going to Duffy. Overhand dig by Matias. Bump set by Narlioglu. Rummel with the swing off the soft block. Triplet was there. Swing by Duffy. Kill by Duffy. 4-0 Anteaters. Timeout Oregon State. The Beavers come out of the gates here in this third set. Kind of slogging their way through it. And the Anteaters get the first 4 points. Look to keep the pedal on and turn things around here. Back in a moment to Gill Coliseum. UC Irvine with their biggest lead. They score the first 4 points of this third set. And Campbell Jensen still at the service line for UC Irvine. Senior from Burbank, California. Beavers out of system. Matias teeing up Rummel, who finds the floor anyway. Beavers get the side out. Beavers in the first 2 sets sided out at 78%. Down to 74% now. Cheyenne Green will serve. Serve the Beavers on a 5-0 run in the first set as they took command there. Won at 25-13. Good pass by Triplet. Duffy. Dug by Green. Back set. Hester. Going for the hands. Didn't get him. 5-1 UC Irvine. Sometimes the tide can turn. I once did a match here between Oregon and Oregon State where Oregon won the first set 25-9. And the Beavers won the match. And there's Alana Mars. 7th kill. Breaking a tie between her and Hester and Rummel and Gabriel for the team high. They each had 6. 25-2 Anteaters. Hester and Matias out. Gabriel and Lilo in. Lilo will serve. Bump set by Duffy. Out of the back row triplet. Dig by Matias. Punched over by Mars. She got dug by Feliciano. The set by Jensen and the swing by Duffy. And Oregon State in the net. 6-2 UC Irvine. It was Mars in the net. Kendra Duffy will serve for UC Irvine. Like Nicole Feliciano, one-time MVP of the South Coast League. Lauren Rummel, kill number 7 without an attack error. Is so efficient. Does so many things well. One of the things she does well is serve. And she's at the service line right now. 0.37 service aces per set. And with this one with 7 service aces against just 2 service errors off the block and out of bounds. Seven 3 Anteaters. Madison triplet. Her second kill of the match. Itzy Romero will serve and play some defense. Pass on the money. Gabriel going for the back corner and found it. Kayla Gabriel crossbody. And challenge issued by UC Irvine. I wondered about that. They're challenging whether or not this ball was in or out. And as it happened, I thought it was out. It was right at the feet of the line judge. They don't miss many, but when they do, it's oftentimes right at their feet. Kind of leaves their field of vision momentarily. And so Miley Juke's taking a look at it. It wouldn't surprise me to see this get overturned. Got to look at it again. Gabriel going cross-body. Another look from the end zone. This might tell us a little bit more. Oh, maybe it was on the line. Let's look at it here. Yeah, that ball looks like it is out. Yeah. We think this is going to be overturned. Bahana taking the opportunity to chat with her team. Trailing it for the moment 7-4, but it might end up being 8-3. They won the first 2 sets, each by scores of 25-13. Yesterday they won the first 2, 125-14, 125-12. So each of the last 2 matches in the first 2 sets, they only gave up 26 points. And then in the 3rd set yesterday, they appeared to relax a little bit. They pulled away at the end of the 3rd set, 125-21. One of the things a young, talented team needs to do is when they get ahead, step on the other team's throat. Don't let them back into it. And so this Beaver squad will have some learning lessons this year. Opened up the year a couple of weeks ago to tournament at Long Beach State. They got swept by Stanford and by Long Beach State. Apparently not enough evidence to overturn it. The call stands. Wow, so it's 7-4 and Tia Shum will serve. That is a big break for Oregon State. Pass that time by Jensen. Triplet swing, and Lilo unable to dig it. Oh, in the net. So net violation point Beavers. Oregon State gets another break. So instead of it potentially being 9-3, it's 7-5. Feliciano going to triplet, and she gets rejected by Gabriel and Green. He was out blocking the Anteaters 6-2. And on the weekend, the Beavers have 15 blocks, the opponents just 3. Prepare a true freshman on that block there. Dig by Lilo, bumps that Shum. Here comes Gabriel again, this time off speed. Work to perfection. Her 8th kill, that's a team high. Mars 7, Rommel 7, Hester 6. The Beavers have pulled even at 7. 4-0 run. Bottom dropped out of that, and Tia Shum jumped high in the air, arching her back in celebration. Somebody captured that on film. Shum with a service ace. Timeout taken by UC Irvine and Ashley Hain. That for Tia Shum is her 3rd service ace this year. And the Beavers lead it by 1. Kayla Gabriel had played in only 10 of 16 sets heading into this weekend, but the freshman from San Diego has played in every set so far here in the A6 Invitational. Nancy Bohanek told me that she's really done well in practice. She finds ways to score, good read blocker. We've seen her do well both sides of the net. She's keying a run for Oregon State, a 5-0 run, along with Shum at the service line. Good coverage there by Green. Cormier, diving dig by Jensen. Here comes triplet, off speed, lunging play by Lilo. Bump set by Shum. And there's a rejection. Elizabeth Miller. They have their 3rd block of the match. Now even at 8. Nicole Feliciano. Now can UC Irvine respond after the Beavers went on a 5-0 run? It's an ace. Cormier went for the overhand pass and couldn't get it done. That's the first service ace of the match for UC Irvine. They lead 9-8. Beavers shining out 77%. Can they keep it up? Narlioglu, Rummel, Cormier, serve received. Does she target Cormier again? She does. Might have been out. She played it. Free ball coming. Feliciano going to triplet. Blocked by Gabriel. Another block. Bohanek saying she's excellent at reading what the offense is going to do. That's her 3rd block. Even at 9. Gabriel comes out, all smiles and celebration with the teammates. Of course. And Jackie Matias will serve. Ball had a lot of knuckle to it. Lots of options for Matias on the free ball. She goes back to Hester, who goes with the wrist away and goes wide. Monica Hester's 3rd attack air and 17 swings against 6 kills. Beavers have just 6 attack airs in this match. 3 of them have come in this set. UC Irvine, 19 attack airs. Triplet serve. Better overhand pass that time by Cormier. Hester going back corner. Another attack air for Veronica. That's 2 this set, 4 for the match. And it's 11-9 Anteaters. Beavers yesterday in the 3rd set lost some mojo. They were able to get it back. See what they can do here. Big by Jensen, but net violation against UC Irvine. Beavers get a break. 3rd big break they've gotten in this third set. They trail at 11-10. Alondra Paz coming in to serve. Last year played in 27 sets as a true freshman. Played in all but one this year as a sophomore. The Woodburn, Oregon native with a service error. That is the Beavers' third of the match against 5 aces. Jensen, the libero, to serve for UC Irvine. Good pass by Paz. Well done at the net by Bolden and Duffy. 13-10 Anteaters. Oregon State fought back once. They have one timeout remaining in this set. Service error for Jensen. 13-11. Cheyenne Green will serve. Served Oregon State on a 5-0 run in the first set. She has shown herself to be excellent at the service line. Has 3 of the Beavers' 5 aces. And here she comes. Good pass by Triplett. It's Duffy. End of the block. Triplett covers it up. This time Lansing. Off the block and out of bounds. Lansing with a kill. Billy Lansing now with 5. Against 5 attack errors. And Lansing will serve. 14-11 Anteaters trying to inch back into this match. Service error on Lansing. That's the third for UC Irvine. Second coming recently in this set. Angelina Delutri comes in at setter for UC Irvine. She's in the back row right now, and Feliciano in the front row. We'll see if Feliciano is an attacker or if Delutri is in there to play defense. Overpass, and the joust won by Feliciano. Setters with the stronger hands usually win the jousts. And it's 15-12, UC Irvine. Duffy will serve for UC Irvine. There's Delutri, true freshman from Burbank Village Christian School. Campbell Jensen, the senior, also from Village Christian School. Alana Mars, 8 kills, matching Kayla Gabriel. Esther and Rummel each have 7. Paz comes out, Hester out, Rummel serves it away. Good pass that time by Jensen on the slide. Bolden. Cormier went up for the block. Alana Mars as well. 15-14. Beavers out blocking UC Irvine 8-3. Feliciano going to Triplett. Coverage by Jensen. Feliciano. Free ball coming. Lilo gets in position. Goes outside to Cormier. Miley Cormier. Relatively quiet in this one. That's her 3rd kill. Hester and Gabriel and Mars and Rummel have taken center stage. But Miley Cormier, the Canadian, is quite a weapon. Can play both pins. Played right side the first weekend, left side the second. Good blocker. Overpass. Lila going to Cormier again, this time off speed. Triplett was there. Delutri. Back row attack. Duffy off speed. This time Gabriel tools the block. And the Beavers have the lead again, 16-15. It's about the point yesterday where they took command in the final set. Lauren Rummel will serve. Yesterday she served a 6-0 run in set 1. It was Alondra Paz that served them to the commanding lead in the 4-0 run in set 3 yesterday from 18-17 to 22-17. McDonald dug by Lilo. Cormier going back line and finding it. Sinker ball, the bottom drop down to that. 17-15 Oregon State. Timeout taken by the Anteaters. So they use their final timeout of the set. 17-15 Beavs. Oregon State on a 5-0 run, looking for the sweep. And again, trying to keep some fresh legs, heading into tomorrow at 3 o'clock against UNLV. Oregon State on a 5-0 run. They lead 17-15 here in the third. Like yesterday, they appeared to kind of take the first few points off in the third set after being dominant in the first two. Oren Rummel looking to keep the pressure on. Let's see if Irvine's able to get into their offense. No, they are not. Overpass. Lilo. Mars with the kill. Alana's got 9, matching Kayla Gabriel. Mars, big right arm. Told your brother Gavin plays for Oregon State's basketball team. Twin brother Garrett, a forward for Division II Central Washington. Delutri well off the net. Lunging play by Gabriel. Swing by Cormier. Miley Cormier making her presence known here in this third set. She's got 5 kills overall. 7-0 run for Oregon State. 6 with Rummel at the service line. And again, it's not all about the aces. It's about how can you take the other team out of their offense. How can you keep that first contact after the serve, the pass off of the net. Delutri going outside to McDonald. Dug by Rummel. Put down by Ali Bolden. That was better pass that time. Side out Anteaters. That snaps the 7-0 Oregon State run. 19-16. And if they're going to avoid a sweep, they'll need some good work at the service line here from Izzy Romero. Last year's a senior at Archbishop Mitty High School, All-West Catholic Athletic League second team. Good pass by Narlioglu. Lilo, back set. Gabriel into the antenna. 19-17. So Gabriel had a swing at it, but hit the antenna. That's her third attack error in 16 swings against 9 kills. She's hitting .375. Romero serves it away again. Bottom dropped out of it. Overpass. Feliciano went for it. Narlioglu read it well. Swing by Cormier. She puts it down at about a 45-degree angle. Great work by Narlioglu, who learned her lesson as Feliciano went for another dump, which she has done often in this match. Feliciano with 5 kills, that time not so much. Big point for Oregon State. Miley Cormier with 6 kills, and 4 of them in this set. Bump set by Feliciano, forced to go outside of McDonald, who betters the ball and puts it down. 2018 Oregon State. Angelina Delutri comes out. Lansing comes in for the Anteaters. Feliciano going into the back row will serve and set. It's Cormier twirling the block. 21-18 Oregon State. Anteaters get the first ball side out. Jackie Matias comes in to serve. The Beavers win this match. It'll set up a championship in the A6 Invitational tomorrow between the Beavs and fellow unbeaten UNLV coming off sweeps of UC Irvine and Montana State. Sweeping them pretty handily. That's off the block and down, and UC Irvine wants to check. Looked to me like it was off the block and out of bounds, and Ashley Hayne chose the challenge card. They'll take a look. Live action, I agreed with UC Irvine. 22-18 for the moment. So we're going to stick with it. No challenge. So the Beavs lead by 4. Overpass. And Oregon State in the net. They got a little excited there with Green and Hester both taking a swing at it to communicate better. 22-19. He's got a chance to get 2 points away. Looking for that side out here, preferably the first ball side out. Cormier, Narlioglu, and Rummel in serve receive. Triplet. Narlioglu. Free ball coming. Feliciano going to Duffy. Right back out and covered up by Triplet on the slide by Lansing. Dug by Cormier. Hester going cross body. Annika Hester gets the Beavers within 2 points of a sweep. Her 8th kill. How about Oregon State? Mars with 9, Gabriel with 9, Hester with 8, Rummel, and now Cormier with 7 each. Cormier coming up with 5 here in this set. Shan Green with a couple, along with 4 blocks, 4 digs, and 3 service aces. Alondra Paz, so big in the 3rd set yesterday. UC Irvine keeping it alive with Lily Lansing. Fierce look on her face. 23-20. Davis perfectly happy to trade side outs. Rummel, Narlioglu, and Paz in serve receive. That's a great passing trio right there. Paz pass, not a great one there. Rummel trying to better the ball. She got dug. And Green goes wide. 23-21. Beavs going to take their last time out here. They are. Timeout, Oregon State. 23-21 OSU. Lindsey Bohannock wants to talk about it, not let this 3rd set get away from the Beavs as they look to win their 12th consecutive set and have their 4th straight sweep. Back in a moment here to Corvallis. Beavers looking to win it in 3.
Lindsey Bohannock gave her team a breather with the Anteaters getting a couple of points to get back within 2. Again, it's Paz, Narlioglu, and Rummel in serve receive. Ashley Haynes' team trying to fight their way back into this one. Campbell, Jensen, Libero will serve again. Going to Paz. The pass is excellent. Matias going outside. Rummel got dug by Jensen. Bump set Feliciano. Duffy didn't get it over the net. And it is match point. Go back to that big swing by Rummel. Had him on the run. Cheyenne Green, who has shown her serving prowess already with 3 service aces in this one, will try to get the Beavers home. Match point for Oregon State. Green, the true freshman from Pleasant Hill, Oregon. Right over the top of the tape, right by our table. Duffy was there right in front of us. Free ball coming. Matias. Teeing up Mars with a kill that ends it. Alana Mars with her 10th kill. And the Beavers with consecutive sweeps to open the A6 Invitational. And they have 4 sweeps in a row. Yeah, they've won 12 straight sets. They're above 500 at 4-3. Watch Mars do her thing. Cross body. And Feliciano unable to dig it. The Beavers did 320 in this one. UC Irvine just 065. This sets up the championship of the A6 Invitational tomorrow with UNLV. UNLV coming off consecutive sweeps of UC Irvine and Montana State. They've won 4 matches in a row, as have the Beavs. And so that's tomorrow at 3 o'clock here on ESPN+. Hope you can tune us in, the Beavs and the Rebels. For producer-director Mike Fitzgerald, SDB Tech Zach Taylor, graphics Jacob Violante, I'm Rich Burke. That's it from here in Corvallis. Beavers win it in 3.